Hi, this is Lois from No Cruise Control. Welcome to Vlog 3 aboard Marella Explorer, Marella Cruises. Hope you enjoy. Hi, it's Lois from No Cruise Control. I realise I come back from my cruises and I forget to do the last vlog of the cruise. I think it's the, I was going to say the excitement of being home. Not quite. The, realisation the cruise is over and I mope for a day and then I forget to do my last vlog. So I am going to talk about my last day and disembarkation on Marella Explorer. I'm doing it a lot from some notes in my vlog notebook, but it was not last weekend, the weekend before now. That's how lazy I have been and not done it. But it was a really good day. So I'm talking about Sunday the 29th of August. And it's now the 12th of September, I think. So we woke at 6 AM. So I planned to go around the ship and take photos without people around, as you know I like doing, because I don't like to be in other people's photos, so I wouldn't like to have them in mine, bless them. And I managed to wake up just in time for sunrise, so watched sunrise from the balcony, and sunrise was beautiful. I took a few videos of sunrise, and after sunrise happened, I think Dave came and watched it too. I went to take some photos around the ship whilst it was quiet, and Dave went to do some laps of the jogging track on deck, which I think is on the pool. No, it's above the pool deck. Yeah, he said it was just him and a member of crew going around, so nice and quiet. I took some nice pictures in the main dining room, latitude 53, because it was empty. It's interesting. Latitude 53 is the latitude of where the ship was built, which I thought was a nice touch. I'm not sure if Celebrity had it under that name as well. Yeah, quite a cute name. I took some fabulous pictures there without people around. Just the back of the ship, the aft window, is just spectacular. I'll pop a picture. It's usually that way. I'll pop a picture up for you to see. We had ordered breakfast to have in our suite for the last day. It's included, I think, once per person per week or something. But we were only on for 3 nights, so we were like, let's have it on that day. And we had juice, hot drinks, pastries, had a pain au chocolat, a croissant, an apricot pastry, and a muffin each. And Dave had cereal as well. It was delicious. It was really nice, and we had it on the balcony. It wasn't so warm, but it was dry. And yeah, it was nice. And then whilst we were sat there having a breakfast, we saw the pilot embark for Portland. We were at on the Sunday. We passed Aurora in Weymouth Bay, which was nice to see her again. We've seen her a few times this summer. Sadly, still not been on her. We were supposed to be on Aurora for my birthday last year. Sadly, that got cancelled. Yeah, one day, hopefully we'll get on Aurora before P&O do anything silly like Sella. Because I love her tiered aft, just like Oriana's. Really nice. MSC Virtuosa was in front of us, and she was also at Portland on that day, and Cruise Mummy and Vegan Cruiser went on board. So it was waving at the ship going, oh, I'd forgotten actually, whilst we were actually in Portland, that Sana from Vegan Cruiser was also on board. But I was waving at Cruise Mummy. I think they both had good cruises. We sat out by the Shack bar, which is really close to our suite, because they were cleaning the balcony, so we wanted to get out of the way and let them do that. And then we returned when they'd finished. It all dried quite quickly. Nice. I mean, it wasn't dirty before, but I think it's just the regular cleaning that they do. We then went for lunch in latitude 53. Apparently I had a chicken and sweet potato fritter, which I'm sure was delicious. And then I had fish chips and peas, which was a very generous helping and very nice. And then had like a custard brulee to finish. Oh, the brulee I'd had the night before was like a custard brulee too. I mean, it was delicious. I like custard. I'm not a big sweet eater, but yeah, custard brulee was nice. Then we went back to the shack and got the shack bar and got 4 drinks, 2 each, soft drinks I think, to take back to the balcony and have there. It was quite cold. I mean, when we were sat by the shack bar in the morning, we were in the sunshine and it was really nice. And I think probably the MSC Virtuosa probably had the sun, but we were on the other side of the ship, so we were in the shade. But we'd bought the balcony, and I like the hammock, and we had books to read, and it's Britain, we hadn't expected beautiful sunshine, so we spent time on the balcony to make the most of the money. And yeah, I'd prefer our little sort of private space of peace. Not that the ship was like loud, it wasn't, but I don't know, we like our own space, and it was nice to sit there even if it was a little bit cold. And we just had a really lazy day, which was really nice. It's what we both needed. We went to sit out on deck for a bit for Sail Away, to see Sail Away, and Virtuosa left before us, and I could hear what sounded like gunshots. So I was like, oh my god, is someone shooting somewhere? So we went over, because I thought it was coming from where MSC Virtuosa was, so over where I went to look, and Dave came, and actually there were like 3 or 4 men, all dressed in kind of traditional military gear, and they were firing an old cannon, and doing like a cannon farewell. Yeah, it was sweet. As soon as we went over and saw what it was, they'd finished. We're putting it away. But it was nice, and then Virtuosa was beeping back. Initially we were like, oh my god, are they beeping back like, stop firing a cannon at us? But I think it was a thank you for the special goodbye. We didn't have a goodbye like that in May, so it's obviously something they've started doing, but very sweet and very different. I've never seen a cannon sort of goodbye, salute bye before. So we lazed on the balcony then, me in the hammock, watching Virtuosa sail on past, and then we went for dinner in latitude 53. I had chicken goujons to start, which was different, with a peri-peri sauce. It was delicious. And then I had like a beef dish with mash and vegetables, traditional British food, sorry. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, nothing fancy, but nice. Filling. And I had cheese and biscuits to end. There was a beautiful sunset as we ate. We were on the top floor of latitude 53, overlooking like the big window, the wake view, and beautiful sunset on there. And loads of people coming from all around the restaurant to pose the picture, and the back window, which was nice. It was sweet seeing people all happy. Then we had some drinks in the lounge after dinner. I think a cocktail or 2. There was a talented chap playing the piano and singing. It's quite nice to sit and listen. I couldn't tell you his name, but he was good. Yeah, it was good to listen. Then we went back to the cabin and packed. Because I only had a small suitcase, I was taking it off myself, I think. Did I? Yeah, I think Dave put his suitcase outside. And then the next day we disembarked. We got up early and went for breakfast in latitude 53. Then after breakfast I think we briefly went back to the cabin and, you know, just used the facilities, made sure we'd taken everything that we needed, and then we were given a time to disembark. We were given a time to go to, no, a time to actually disembark. So we went and sat down for a little bit in the public areas of the ship, and then we went to disembark at our time. No queues, people must have been listening to the timings. Then we walked off into the Queen Elizabeth terminal. Really easy to pick up Dave's suitcase, but then we were on deck 12, so there were hardly any cabins, so it was easy. And then we used penguin parking. I think I spoke about that in an earlier vlog, because we were lazy and didn't book our parking in time. But penguin parking were good. we noticed that a couple that had got off in front of us were ringing Penguin Parking in front of us to come and pick up. So we also rang as well because we were told, I think Dave had texted them as well a few days before saying what time our disembarkation time was, which is one of the earlier ones. And then Dave rang Penguin Parking after this couple had, and they said, oh, there's a bus already on the way. And it literally, you know, the hangar sort of area in Elizabeth Cruise Terminal, it's like a pick-up drop-off area, but it's enclosed in a hangar. They had driven into the door, like literally as we were on the phone with them, so it was great. And then we got on in the minibus with this other couple back to the car park, car keys going back to us, and then drove off home. And the journey home was good, although I was asleep for most of it because I started work at 2. So the idea was I'd sleep because I start work at 2 and finished at 9 o'clock the next day, 9 AM the next day. So it's like a day and night shift. And yeah, and was actually out as well. So the day after I slept for many, many hours. Yeah, that was Marella. I really think we would go on Marella again. I didn't think I'd say that, you know, like I said before, ignorantly kind of poo-hooed Marella, but actually I was really impressed. It was really, I want to get on to say cheap and cheerful, but it's not cheap. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it can be expensive, but definitely cheerful, definitely worth doing again. And yeah, there's no like airs and graces, it's just, you know, a good cruise. Not so sure if Miami will be letting us in to go and do a Seashore Yacht Club cruise. So Marella is up there, as they're cruising from Jamaica and Barbados, is up there as a potential backup. Something different from P&O for change. And also the fact that the drinks are included. Do you know, it's nice to just budget for everything. And no, and I mean, as I've always said, I don't drink much alcohol, and definitely not to excess ever. But just having soft drinks, somewhere that's warm, all inclusive, is quite a selling point, to be honest. And to be fair, even though the drinks were all inclusive alcohol, I did not see, I think I saw 2 ladies drunk, but they were very cheerfully, nicely drunk, and their husbands were kind of keeping like looking after them, bless them. But they were happy in their drunkenness. They weren't like loud or leery or lechy. So yeah, I think Marella is definitely a cruise line we will potentially be using again. Yeah, that's it for my Marella experience. Do let me know if you've been on Marella and what you thought of as a cruise line or as a Marella Explorer as a ship. I'd love to hear. Thank you.